Good evening. Today I'd like to talk about sleep, and as you can see, I've put my sleep chart up there. And I actually bought an Oraimo watch for about 4,000 shillings from China Square, just to measure, among other activities, my walking, but also my sleep. Because as we get deeper into our reproductive health, our hormonal health, and knowing that we are affected all the way from puberty into menopause by our hormones. So it's pretty obvious that irregular sleep affects our hormones. Actually, start with hormones like your mood swings and your insomnia, and the fact that you're not processing estrogen and progesterone and other hormones correctly impacts your sleep, and sleep disruption impacts your hormones, creating a vicious cycle. If you look at the stage where perimenopause, premenopause, perimenopause, and menopause. Now your estrogen and progesterone are declining. When your estrogen is in decline, remember that estrogen actually regulates sleep, regulates heat. Estrogen has a cardioprotective element in it. And when we talk about other elements of metabolic health that are now impacted by your loss of primary hormones, then you can think about hot flushes. You can think about insomnia, night sweats, because this is a way that your body thinks you're hot, but you're not hot. So you end up sweating at the wrong time, or your hot flushes, which are quite uncomfortable. But even beyond that, the fact that when we sleep, especially when we talk about NREM and REM, rapid eye movement and non-rapid eye movement, and a combination of both, which is a way of saying when we are deep into our sleep and our brain is renewing itself and all those neurotransmitters are working really well. And that is when, it's like your whole body now begins to work like the machine, but when you are asleep. So now your body can repair itself and rejuvenate itself and, do all the functions that it cannot do when you're awake, in preparation for the time when you're actually awake. So sleep is really important. I actually bought this watch because I noticed that my sleep was so off and I was getting affected in so many ways. Another thing that you should know is that if you're not sleeping well and you're not processing magnesium well or getting enough magnesium into your cells because of a lack of sleep or because of other hormonal disruptions or because of environmental toxins, then it affects belly fat. Your belly fat goes up. It affects your weight loss program. So in addition to exercising, you also need to sleep well and to eat well for hormonal balance. So these are some of the things we talk about all the time. I just wanted to check in and talk about this very important function, which I have not mentioned before, but very important to all the people out there, men and women, who are trying to regulate their hormones, regulate their nervous system, bring on that wellness, like make sure that they're aging well, they're living well, and enjoying the time that we have here on earth. Thank you.